Blue Mountain State, The Rise of Thadland was, I kid you not, everything you hoped for and a little bit more. Sex, drugs, booze, very little football, and more drugs. It's the type of antics that you love from Blue Mountain State, perfectly transitioned into a movie. When I heard that they were doing a Kickstarter campaign back in 2014, I backed the campaign and I got a poster. Still waiting on all the other things, but I'm in no rush because I got to watch the movie finally, and it was exactly what I had hoped. It was a final episode of the show in an hour and a half. For those of you that don't know what Blue Mountain State is, I'm going to sum it up very quickly. It is a college football program that's treated more like a frat house than a football team. They live in a house called the Goat House, which, like I said, is more of a frat than a football house. And the main characters are Thad Castle, Alex Moran, Harmon, Donnie, Coach Daniels, and one that everybody loves, Sammy Cacciatore. Now, the TV series ran for 3 seasons, and it covered 3 years of their careers in college football. Alex Moran is kind of the main character of all this, and he loves being captain. Thad Castle, the captain from all the previous years, finally left to go to the NFL to play as a pro baller. Now Alex Moran is finally captain, and he can finally have the Goat House and have an entire year of just playing football and getting laid, which is exactly what he wants, and the story picks up there. There's a new dean on campus that wants the Goat House to go away. So the dean comes in and says they're going to put up the Goat House for auction. So naturally, Alex Moran has to think of a way to save his teammates and his own house, so he goes to the only person he knows that has millions of dollars, Thad Castle. Thad will only pay to save the Goat House if they throw him the biggest party he's ever imagined, called Thadland. Now, Thad Castle is now joined by his cousin, who they keep calling Dick Dog, which is just ridiculous, but is played by YouTube star Jimmy Tatro, which was perfect. And they work hilariously together as a duo. The party scenes are so funny, so ridiculous. It was what I wanted to see. It's what I waited so long to see. The only problems with the movie are that a couple members of the cast didn't return. It's a different dean. Coach's wife is inexplicably missing. Coach John isn't there, and there's no explanation for that either. And the 2 cheerleaders that always pushed around Mary Jo are also not there. But very interestingly, 2 characters that left the show came back for the movie in really small kind of cameo roles, which I liked, but they were very small. Paige Kennedy, Dreams with Radon Randall, one of my favorite jokes about the entire show, and Sam Jones III, who played Craig Shiloh in the first season. I thought it was really cool, and in fact I even caught the 2 cameos of the other writer, Eric Falconer. All in all, Blue Mountain State, The Rise of Thadland was exactly what you expected it to be and more. It was fantastic, it was ridiculous, it was sex-driven, drug-infused, alcohol-endoused madness, all condensed into an hour-and-a-half movie. This is exactly my problem, because I was hoping for a 4th season of Blue Mountain State. And what we got was a movie. And what I expected them to do was to have an entire season's worth of story bridged into 1 hour-and-a-half to 2-hour movie. And instead we got 1 episode stretched to movie length. Because this really wasn't a movie. This was a long episode of the TV show. And that's fine. But I really, really was hoping for a little bit more. I definitely liked Jimmy Tatro's character. He was a good addition. And I liked the combination of Alex Moran and Thad Castle all back together again. I loved Harmon and Donnie and Sammy and even Mary Jo. This movie's exactly what you expected, and it is exactly what you want. It is a party movie. If you like this review and you want to see more like it, if you want to see other videos like movie news, TV news, reaction videos, all of that jazz, check out the channel, but they'll be in the description below. And if you want to like, subscribe, share, do whatever you do, just keep watching more videos.
Hey, no, no.